hello on the House of I podcast. What's up, y'all? What's going on? How are you guys doing? The first thing we want to bring up today is basketball. Holy motherfucking shite. So the Heat played on, was that what, Monday?
Something like that, dude. I don't know.
Was it Sunday? I think it was Sunday.
I think it was Sunday.
Yeah. So they played the Sixers. I mean, for any of you guys that follow basketball, and again, I will keep saying this, I'm sure the only people that pay attention to this are our friends and family. So I'm assuming you guys are enjoying the playoffs like we are. But as we currently watch Boston against Milwaukee, and that first game was dope. But anyways, I digress. Yeah, dude, that fucking game, that game 2, we actually didn't get to catch the first game, which I'm glad, because I would have fucking been super upset about the fact that they lost by such a huge number. But anyway, the second game was great. I did think though that we played not mediocre, but we played averagely. Now, Dwayne Wade played like a fucking legend, so I'll give him that. And he played like almost like Dwayne Wade, you know, in 2010, 2011, that era. But yeah, it was a great performance by him, and I wish Whiteside would have played better. But I mean, regardless, we won the game, and yeah, it made me very happy, because if they would have lost, I was getting so angry at some of the calls that these fucking refs are calling, man. Like, I don't know. To me, it's they just don't let the boys play. You gotta let the boys play. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever that means.
Whatever that fucking means. But
just let us just beat the crap out of each other, dude. I mean, I don't see what the big deal is.
I don't see it. I don't see what the problem with that is. It's like, hey, if I want to punch the guy, let me punch the guy.
Just an elbow here or there.
What is that? A fucking elbow over there? But yeah, what did you think, dog?
Well, homie, I was worried going into this in general because they didn't really make a good run during the regular season, so that's never good.
Yeah.
But I'm like you. I'm just glad that we won the second game. That would have been. I don't know how you allow 130 points to happen, but I'm glad it didn't happen again. Yeah,
they locked down. I didn't even know that they had made so many 3-pointers in the first game.
Yeah, they did. Reddick, son of a bitch.
Reddick, and Bellinelli, that fucking Italian piece of shit. No, I'm kidding. But
is he Italian? He's not Italian.
I think he is Italian. Yeah.
Oh. Well, with that last name, that makes sense.
I actually wish he was playing for us. I'm not gonna lie. Both of them, I'll take both of them any day. But yeah, I think that's what I heard the announcers saying, is that they made like 16. Was it 16 threes in the game?
I think 18.
Is it 18 threes?
I think it was something ridiculous like that.
Do
not
that
16.
Do that math.
But 18 times 3.
Yeah, do it right now. I can't do it.
I was actually giving whoever's listening to this time to do it.
Oh, they're gonna do it. Or are they? Probably not. Just use your iPhone calculator.
I'm actually using the calculator right now.
Oh, she doesn't have an iPhone though, so she's
joke's
whack.
on you.
Hey yo.
That's 54 points.
54 fucking points off of 3-pointers. I mean, come on. How do you allow that? And I think they have. Don't the Heat have one of the top defenses against 3-pointers? I think they do. That
I don't know. I know that. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. But that's just not good.
No, it's not good at all.
No.
Jalen pedantic.
Yes.
But yeah. So great game. Winslow played great D on Ben Simmons, even though his shot is horrendous. But whatever, he played great D. Ben Simmons, fucking aid, man. That guy needs a shot. If he had a shot,
dangerous.
He would destroy us. I mean, he's pretty for what he's only. I think he's only 20 years old too, and he's already fucking doing awesome shit like he was yesterday. Or was that yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. So I don't know, but anyway, I'm sure he'll get that. And then what else? What else did I want to talk about the game? Who else played awesomely? You know who's been fucking clutch for us, man, is Kelly. I love fucking Kelly.
I was about to say Olenek.
God damn
Both
it.
games, because even the one we lost, they kept saying it during the game that he had a crazy second half.
Yeah, he had 26 or 27 in the first game. I think he had, what did he have, like 12 or 13 in the second? What was it?
Something like that.
Yeah, because I know Dragic had 20
I'm about to
in,
look this
in
shit
game
up.
2. And Dragic played well. He scored when he had to, but he didn't play that many minutes, I don't think, so.
Yeah, no foul trouble. A lot of our guys got into foul trouble really early.
Yeah.
I mean, Whiteside, that's why he didn't play
Yeah.
the amount of minutes he probably wanted to, and that probably would have helped too, because he's, he played okay, I guess.
Well, I saw the post-game interviews with Wade and Spoelstra, and Spoelstra said that, in his opinion, he thought that Whiteside made a huge impact on the game, just with the rebounds and the defense that he played when he was playing. So, I mean, I would have to agree, but it would have been dope to see him play, more of the game and not be in foul trouble. So, hey, we're paying you big bucks, man. You need to fucking get your shit together and start playing like it,
Oh, stop getting into foul trouble.
That's
Sorry.
just from a normal person that is not very good.
So I would have to
basketball.
say, I would have to say that Kelly Olynyk's points, yeah, must have been in the second half from what you're saying, because it's 11 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Yeah, those are good numbers, man. When you're at least above 5 in each category, that's good stuff. That's a well-rounded game. So.
And then there's Wade, of course.
Yeah, Wade was
28 points, 11 for 16.
Yeah.
7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals.
I feel like next game, okay, so this is what I hope. I hope the next game Wade doesn't have to do what he did. I would be cool to watch, don't get me wrong, but I hope that Whiteside steps it up, and I hope that Dragic steps it up, because I think that if they step it up, it'll be easier. And plus, Joel Embiid, who's been out with a concussion, is going to be in the game.
That's
been
confirmed already, huh?
I think it is confirmed, yeah.
Dang.
So, yeah, that's going to be a difficult thing to handle for them. So, Whiteside definitely needs to step his shit up. Who else? Bam Adebayo, I thought he played a pretty cool game. He needs to get better at scoring, though.
Wow. So you were right. It was Kelly Olynyk off the bench in game 1 with 26 points in 31 games. 31
games, 26 points. That would be terrible.
That would be terrible. in 31 minutes. Sorry, so 26 points.
That's good. That's fucking. So I think Wade only played like 25 minutes or something like that, and he had 28 points. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's fucking awesome.
We did so poorly in game 1 that what they posted was just 3 players: Dragic with 15 points, James Johnson with 13, and Wade with 11. That's it. Oh, and then Olynyk, of course, but
yeah,
that's so bad.
I didn't do this because I just was lazy, but I wanted to watch the post game interviews. I always like watching both teams. Like I'll watch the Heat first, and then I'll watch the opponent afterwards, just to see what they say about our team. And I really wanted to watch Ben Simmons' post interview to see like the fucking not the shit that he'd talk, but just see what he would say about Wade and shit.
He's a professional, man. He wouldn't have talked shit.
He's a legend. That's what he would say. I mean, what do you expect? He's a legend. Doesn't matter how old he is. I don't know. It makes me feel good when other teams speak highly of our team. That was a fucking travel, Giannis. As he hits a 2. But yeah, so that's basketball for you. You know what, man? I'm not gonna talk about this. I'm gonna sound like a fucking pompous asshole.
Oh jeez.
No, I'm not gonna talk about it.
Oh jeez.
No.
Oh jeez.
Just
okay.
You know
playing
what?
basketball with a homeless guy.
I don't
That's
know.
it.
Allegedly, I don't know if he's homeless.
Allegedly a homeless guy.
I went to go play ball today, and this is why I don't want to say it, because I don't want to sound like a pompous asshole, but let's just put it this way. I put them boys on skates. No. But I did play well. That's what I'll say.
That's
I
how
don't,
you can say it without sounding like an asshole.
Yeah.
I played well.
Let's just put it this way. And this is the truth. This is the truth. Now you'll have questions of, okay, so were your opponents any good? Yeah, they were good. I'm not gonna lie. One of them said that he played a year in college, so he's not very tall or anything, but he's fucking. I mean, I'll be honest. The kid's nasty. He's got some,
that, internet.
He's got some dope, some dope dribbles, my friend. He's like Terry Rozier. Is that his name, Terry Rozier? He's like him out here.
Who you're talking about.
But this gentleman, number 12 for the Celtics.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, that's fine. But he has great handles, and then whatever. Anyway, the point of the story is that this alleged homeless man. Okay, I have to preface this. The reason why I think he's homeless is because when I pulled up in my car, he was standing at the court shooting nothing. So he didn't have a basketball in his hand. He was just basically, I guess, practicing without a basketball. So I was like, that's odd. I've never seen that before. And then as soon as I got out, he just started talking to me, and I was like, all right, here we go. And usually, you know, I don't know, I guess in the past I would have been a little bit more anxious. Just like if you're from Miami, some stranger talking to you is usually not a great, you know, outcome. But in this case,
a good indication.
In this case, he asked me if he could shoot around with me, and I said sure. And then he was just saying things like, "Damn, man, nice, wow, man, you have such a nice shot. Oh my God, here, take another one. Here, man. Oh wow, what a nice shot." He just kept saying shit like that, and I was just like, "Yeah, thanks, man, thanks." And no, it was cool. And then 2 other people came, and we played twos, and he has no shot, no drive, but he can pass the ball, and he can get rebounds. So he was giving me the ball the whole time, and you know, I'm not trying to brag, but let's just put it this way: I put the hurting on those other 2 guys, and they're not bad, but whatever. Okay, now I'm starting to sound like an ass. Anyway, let's just continue. I'm sore. But is there anything else to talk about here in terms of basketball?
No.
No.
We better win game 3.
We better win motherfucking game 3. You know what though? This would be a cool thing to bring up, because this is what I was talking to you about earlier. The fact that I feel that playing soccer with you has helped my footwork in basketball, and not necessarily in the post, but more with my agility dribbling. I feel like I'm a lot faster on my feet, whereas in the past, when I go to make a move, sometimes my hands are faster than my feet, and I would literally trip. I've literally tripped myself multiple times. And I feel like now my feet are a lot lighter, so I can just do better moves, which is cool. I don't know. It's one of the perks of playing soccer with you.
There you go. I've only ever played soccer professionally in my life.
I'm bad. I forgot.
Yeah.
For the USA team, right?
Yes.
Not even the women's, for the men's.
No, just
that's how bad they're
so bad.
No, that's a fucking sexist thing to say. I'm sure the fucking women's team would whoop our ass.
I don't know. I mean, technically speaking, in the rankings, yes, the women's U.S. soccer team is better than the male soccer team.
Yeah, they definitely give them a run for their money, I think.
I don't know. The female Australian soccer team, national soccer team, lost against a under-15s men, like boys.
Oh, right. Well, that changes my perspective completely.
Yeah, that happened. And they lost, like, pretty bad. Not like 1-2, like 7-0.
Wait, you said the Australian team, though,
yeah,
right?
the Australian
Are they any good, though?
women's national team.
Are they any good?
I mean, it's still a national team. That's why I don't think that question is relevant. But
I mean, Carrie used to play for the fucking national Trinidad team, and
sure,
you know, he says that he's not very good. So,
well, I mean, he's also older. What are we talking?
Hey, man, what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
He's just older. I don't know.
Yeah, he's an old fart. What the fuck do you expect?
Damn, I didn't say all that, dude.
He's an old piece of shit. That guy.
He's an older gentleman. Okay.
Yeah, Carrie,
Scholar.
if you're listening to this, man, she's talking mad shit about you.
I hope you're listening to this, Gary.
And okay. I don't condone her words about you.
Just hateful language.
But yeah, so there you go. That's my basketball spiel.
Sports spiel.
Dude, Boston is kicking Milwaukee's ass right now. It is 80-64 in the third quarter with 3 minutes and 38 seconds left. So
they best figure out their
I
lives.
did not. Everyone is saying that Boston was not gonna win this series, but fuck, they look good as hell, man. For real, they look fucking. These young guys are stepping up to the plate, man. Fucking Brown and Tatum, man, they're playing fantastic, honestly.
I don't know. I can't help it. I'm not gonna sit here and say I've watched the Bucks, but it's still the Bucks, you know?
The Bucks?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm here
Wow.
thinking of the Tampa Bay Bucks. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about football for?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, it's like they're still the Milwaukee Bucks that haven't been in the playoffs since I don't know when they were saying or whatever, or won a playoff game since I don't know when. But they're here for a reason, I guess.
Well, the thing is, the idea is that they should be able to beat the Celtics, considering the fact that Kyrie and Gordon Hayward are injured, and that was like those were like their all-stars. You know what I'm saying? Those were their two main dudes.
Yeah. But Boston's over here like JK.
Yeah, Boston is playing their fucking cocks off, man.
I mean, yeah, 2-0 lead going back.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like is gonna happen.
We'll see. And they're still in a whole quarter, man.
That's true. It's not over till it's over.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess we will, as we go along, we'll update you on what's happening, even though you probably fucking watched the game and you could just, you can just look up the stats on your own. Anyway, doesn't matter. All right, so next topic. We actually wrote these out. I don't want to like fake like we're fucking coming up with this on the spot, but I wanted to write shit out so that we had specific things to talk about and not kind of stay here just like, I wonder what we can talk about next.
I don't know what's more professional, thinking of it like that or telling you that we wrote it out, but whatever.
You know what? The podcast that I listen to wouldn't do it, so I'm just trying to follow their footsteps.
Hey, listen, all right? This isn't even a professional podcast, so it's whatever.
Hey, listen, how about you make sure that the mic is right in front of your face there?
Oh my God, sorry, I hit it.
Yeah,
Jesus
and she just
Christ.
smacked it.
I did.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I did.
It's fucking everything up right now.
It's my life.
This is
my life.
it's ruined. Look at that. You fucking clipped the shit out of that.
Did I? Where
yeah,
did you see
did.
that?
It's clipped. Look at that.
Oh, I
It's
see.
broken. I have to buy a new laptop. So the next thing we were going to talk about is albums / artists that we are now listening to. I recently just got into The Voids with Julian Casablancas. Their new album Virtue is fucking awesome. I mean, you can say whatever you want about it, but because I know Ellie's not. I don't know if she doesn't. I don't think she likes it. I played a couple songs for her. And she's like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
It just didn't seem like the right type of music to play when you're trying to play soccer, you know? But,
That's funny because people listening to this probably laugh to that. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, and you're probably right.
Yeah. He'll also do...
he also do.
I said heel.
Heel, sir. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ. He'll also do like Mars Volta while we're playing soccer, and it's like, why?
I've never done.
You've done that once, and then I was like, you need to change that like right now.
I put the Mars Volta on playing soccer.
Yes.
Are you sure you're not talking about FIFA?
No. While we were playing soccer, you don't remember because I only let like half of a song happen, and I was like, absolutely not. I'm not doing this. I just feel like
skeptical hippo eyes right now.
Oh, don't talk about yourself like that.
Oh, fuck you, man. I wasn't talking about my weight, you piece of shit.
Oh, that was good. Wow, that was a good
okay, so she just fucking derailed what I was gonna say about this awesome album.
You asked me if I liked it. I said no.
I know, I did. But
And
you know what? I wasn't asking for your opinion. I was joking.
You literally did.
Okay, well,
I
I don't want it anymore.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
So I really enjoy it. There are 2 songs that I'm not too fond of. I think 2 or 3 songs actually, but the rest of the album, in my opinion, is pretty fucking cool. So if you haven't heard that and you're into the Strokes and weird music, then I would definitely suggest listening to it. I haven't heard much of the first album they made, so I'm gonna actually start doing that. But yeah, this album is fucking cool. And the other night, I think it was on Saturday night. I was under the influence. I'll be honest. I won't say what, but I was under the influence, and I was watching them perform live on YouTube. That sounds. I went to go see them live. No, I was on YouTube and I looked up, their live shit. And it was blowing my fucking mind, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Because I thought to myself, how are they doing this stuff live? Because of the tones and all that stuff that they're using in the album. They're very different sounding. I've never heard a lot of the stuff that they're doing. So I was just like wondering how they were doing it. I mean, so the setup, for those of you that don't know, is Julian's on the vocals. He's not playing any instruments. And then there's two guitar players. I think they both switch on rhythm and lead. And then there's a synthesizer player, or a synth/keys, and they have a drummer who I think has almost like a half acoustic, half electronic set. And yeah, they literally, what's the word? They not reciprocate? Is that the word? No, right? Not if you're trying to say like you're replicate. Yes, they replicate the album almost like to a T, besides obviously the mixing and shit like that. But yeah, it sounds pretty much the same, and I'm really impressed with that, because I don't know, it's an interesting thing to go into an album, and I wonder if when they were recording it, if they even thought about how they were going to do it live. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's artists out there that go into a recording without thinking about that, which, obviously, like, I don't think you need to think about it. I think you should just make what you want and then try to do it as well as you can. I think that's how we approached our album Alienation, that you can find on Spotify, Bandcamp. And just a quick plug there.
Shameless plug.
But I mean, we are definitely intending on bringing in an extra person. Whisper. Jordan Esker. But yeah, we didn't really think about how we were gonna do it live. We just thought, how can we fill up this space with extra parts that sound good? So yeah, it's gonna be fun, I think, to try and do it ourselves. But getting back to the point I was making about the Voids, is that yeah, the album is dope. The other cool thing about the album, in my opinion, is that you can hear instances of the Strokes in there. And they actually, not that they claim that they try to do that, but the Strokes are a little more poppy. I think they're a little bit more reachable in terms of their sound to the public. And I think what I've heard is that the Void's first album was a lot weirder and a little harder to reach, or to listen to, I guess, or whatever. I think they were just trying to do like an avant-garde type of thing. And this, I'm totally speaking out of turn because I'm not them, but yeah, this second album, Virtue, I think it's a little poppier. I wouldn't even say poppy per se, but it's got a lot of different styles in it, which I always love that when a band does that. I don't even care if I don't like the band per se, or not that I don't. Okay, no, that's wrong. I don't care if I don't like the music itself. If the band is doing different styles, I appreciate that very much, and I respect the band a lot. And I honestly, it's happened before where I've heard a band and didn't really care for the music, but I noticed that they like to switch styles, and then the band grew on me. I mean, Radiohead was kind of like that, I'll be honest. I didn't really care for Radiohead at first, and now they're literally my favorite band besides the Beatles. So that happened. But yeah, album is fucking awesome. Check that shit out if you haven't already. Maybe I'm old to the news, but no, the album just came out, so that's impossible.
But maybe old to the band. Have they been together for a while?
No, not them. I don't think they've been together for that long.
You're not old to nothing, bro.
That's, yeah, good point. But Serge, my brother from another mother, Sergio Rubio, he turned me on to this album, and he's actually he is the sole reason why I am playing music today. So shout out to my brother over there, which I'm sure we'll have on this podcast eventually because he's fucking awesome. But anyway, what else was I gonna say? Oh, okay, one more. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Does Julian play guitar for the Strokes?
No, Julian does not play guitar for the Strokes. He sings. He doesn't do any. Actually, he just sings. I was about to say he doesn't do anything. He doesn't even sing. He just sits there.
He just sits there and looks at people hard.
He doesn't even show up to the shows. No, he just sings as well. But he writes, or he did at least for the first 2 albums, I believe. He wrote all the like chord progressions, I believe. Actually,
so he can play guitar.
No, I think he plays the piano.
On the keyboard.
Yeah, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe Serge has told me this, and he's like one of the biggest Strokes fans ever. He told me that Julian literally wrote out every part besides the drums on the first album. Is This It? So that's cool. And it's also his favorite album. It's not mine. Mine is First Impressions, which I think you like that one too, right?
I don't know. You'd have to tell me what songs.
It's got You Only Live Once, Vision to Vision, Juice Box.
I like Juice Box.
Eyes of the World. Fear of Sleep.
I just know.
I'm sure you've heard it. Heart Shaped Box. No. Heart in a Cage. Fuck me.
That one I do know.
Heart Shaped Box by Nirvana / Strokes.
I know Heart Shaped Box.
So yeah, the other thing I wanted to mention before I let you talk, because I've been talking for a while now.
It's okay.
Is I watched their music video / live performance of the song Human Sadness, which is from their first album, and that video is fucking awesome. If you haven't seen it, they're literally performing it live, and I guess the way that the the videography is done, the film of it, they put effects on it to make it look old school and stuff like that, and it just looks really cool. And then they also have cut scenes, or I don't know what you would call it. Just they have like other shots or whatever of different scenes or whatever scenarios, and those are really cool too. So I highly suggest that you check that shit out. That shit blew my mind. It's a long video, but I think it's worth it if you like weird stuff and you get into the zone of music videos and music. Anyway, that's my rant. Go ahead, Ellie. Sorry.
I don't really have much to say. Yeah. So we can move on to the next topic.
Wait, I thought we were gonna.
No,
okay.
I'm kidding.
Jesus Christ! You fucking gave me a heart attack there.
I was gonna say, if you feel late, even though this is basically a new band, then I'm really late, because I'm gonna talk about Tribe, and they've been around since 1947. So, that's accurate.
That's when they.
You can go on Wiki and look it up.
On Wikipedia. Mm-hmm. On Wikipedia.
Yep, it's on there, 1947.
1947.
But yeah, I've been getting into them recently, and it started with their newest album, and then I was like, oh snap, what is this that I've been lacking in my life?
Again, shout out to Serge, because he actually turned me on to them as well.
Yeah, that album, yeah.
Bro, fucking Serge, man, he's a killer when it comes to.
He's a piece of shit, man.
That guy sucks, bro.
God damn it.
But yeah, go ahead, talk more about that, because
that first album, and it wasn't even like the single, you know. Yeah, the single was good. I did like it, and it definitely intrigued me to listen to more. But solid wall of sound, that song is fantastic. Melatonin is another fantastic song, and I was like, what are these beats? What is this? And then I continued listening, and then of course just Spotify, and just went with it, and then check the rhyme. Is a fantastic song, and I'm not really into hip-hop, so that's why I am surprised that I've been able to get into them. But in my opinion, it's pretty different than most things out there right now, especially right now.
She's into Eminem, and the Beastie Boys. So not that she's not necessarily into hip hop. She just likes specific things. I mean, what is it exactly that you look for in hip hop that you might not look for in alternative rock or whatever music style you typically listen to? Because I know there's specific things you've told me that you look for.
Yeah, I mean, I think Eminem being a contradiction in general, I guess, but I seem to like New York rap. I seem to like.
Although Eminem is from Michigan.
That's,
no, right?
Yes, but that's why I just said Eminem is a contradiction.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was just trying to make a joke the whole time.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fuck you.
But yeah, so liking him is a contradiction, and even his producer isn't even from New York. But I seem to like New York rap. I think it's the beats, being that I'm a drummer, I guess. And I think the Tribe does that really well. And I think that was really easy to get into with this new album. And then, of course, going back to more old school stuff, it being that I like the Beastie Boys, that kind of ties in where it was just like, wow, it's better than the Beastie Boys.
Mm-hmm.
I like License to Ill from the Beastie Boys, and then their album after that too. And beat wise, they only got better, but Tribe was pretty much, even with their older albums, I feel like, Tribe was pretty much where Beastie Boys were like 3 or 4 albums in, if that makes sense. I feel like they were putting out bangers early on, man.
I like my favorite, or really the only album I really listen to besides the ones that you play constantly. I love Hello Nasty a lot. Like when I was I think I was in middle school, or I may have been even young. No, maybe was I younger than that? I was listening to early on. I was listening to Bone Thugs, and they're still my favorite rap group of all time. But at that time I was also I think this was before
Project Pat.
Yeah, this was before
Jesus
I had
Christ.
a CD player. Before It's so funny. It's so weird to think that I was actually I'm actually old enough to remember there was things before MP3 players and like iPods and shit. I did have a Walkman at one point. It was really good too. But before I had that, no, that's not true. Okay, so after that, I think I broke it, and then I got a Rio MP3 player, which was garbage. It
So
only
not
held
an iPod.
No, it was another MP3 player that my
off-brands.
cousin, although it was a nice gift in thought or in theory, it had like, I think it only had enough space for an album. That was it.
So it happened to be Hello Nasty.
Yeah, so I put Hello Nasty on it.
It's a
and
good choice.
I listened to that thing a lot. Yeah. And it's weird because I actually had this conversation with my older brother, Jonathan, who got me into Bone and literally all the rap, most of the rap that I still listen to this day. He was telling me it makes sense that you ended up playing rock music, because a lot of the rap that we listened to or that I showed you had melodies and really, had instruments in the background. Tupac, Bone, Outkast, all that shit.
Yeah.
It's not like today, or no, because I liked 3-6 and Project, but that was more like what would you call that, like a guilty pleasure? Not even, although at the time I didn't see it that way, I just I still liked it, but it's definitely more of a guilty pleasure. No offense to them, I know they'll be listening to this once we release it, but
You're in trouble, man.
But yeah, I think that it does make sense. It makes total sense that I would be into like rock afterwards, considering the fact that they sang a lot in their songs and had fucking real instruments in there. But Tribe is fucking great. I don't there hasn't been a song that I've heard that I don't like, which is that's cool. That's fucking awesome.
There are a few I can skip.
Really?
But probably because I've listened to them enough.
Gotcha.
And I want to get to like some other song, but
yeah, because of you, that has been the case where I'm like, I've heard this song a lot now.
Yeah.
Like, Can We Kick It?
I skipped that one.
What's the other one? I do like the beat a lot. It's fucking hard as shit.
It is.
Which is no, I'm not talking about that song. I'm talking about
Can we kick it in the scenario?
Yeah, what's this? Yeah, the scenario.
That beat is hard. You can't even talk.
That beat is fucking hard as shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Tribe is fucking dope, and it's weird because the first album I was introduced to by Surge was their last one. The fuck is it called? It's called We the People. Yeah.
No, that's not the name of the album. I think it's Thanks We Got It From Here.
That's what isn't.
The song is called We the People. The album is Thanks We Got It From Here, I believe.
Thank you for your service,
dude.
Okay.
I got Spotify like right here.
Hold on, we're gonna pause this real quick. Hold on one second, guys. And it's actually the album title is We Got It From Here.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service by Tribe Called
Quest.
Quest.
Yeah, service.
Yeah,
one service.
Service over there. Yeah, that album is fantastic, man. It's so good, and it has awesome artists that I love as well, like Kendrick.
I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she didn't know that. She didn't know that Elton John was on Wall of Sound. She did not know that.
He's not on Wall of Sound. He wrote that song. That's a weird way of saying that.
I think he's on it though. I don't think they sampled it.
Absolutely, the song sounds exactly the same.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's why I texted you that day. And I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Is there any way we can figure this out?
Well, I have Elton John on speed dial.
Okay, call him.
All right, give me a second.
Go ahead, call him. Hello.
Oh, god damn it, Daniel.
Hello, this is Elton John. What's up? Who's this?
Oh man. Yeah, I did not know that was an Elton John song. I didn't know.
Hello. No.
I didn't.
Who is
I didn't know that was your song.
Wait, what?
I didn't know that was your song.
Who was?
Okay, bye.
Okay. Fucking bloody hell. That was a terrible fucking British accent.
I don't know why you kept going
BT dubs, because it's hilarious.
I have to support you no matter what, so.
You have to what?
Support you no matter what.
No, you don't. You could fucking kill me right now.
It's too much work.
On this podcast, bro.
But yeah, so my artist I chose was Tribe. Funky beats. Beats that are hard, beats that are funky, make you get hooked like a crackhead junkie. Am I right?
No.
It's a good line.
You're wrong. You're fucking completely wrong.
You wish I was wrong.
So yeah, Tribe, man. Tribe is fucking dope. If you haven't heard them, and I guess I would say I would not assume that everyone's heard them because
I didn't.
One of the people, yeah, that's true. There you go. And also another person that I like, Bert Kreischer, he said that he hasn't really checked their shit out either, and
that's insane.
Yeah,
that's insane. And to think I was in the same boat.
I don't think he likes them though.
Come to think of it, though, you know what's a weird thing is that we grew up on such different spectrums because no one in my family likes hip hop. No one. My two older brothers are too old. No offense to them.
Yeah, and your sister's goth.
To like hip hop because back then it was like really cheesy. You know, like where even hip hop fans are like, we don't listen to that.
You're saying like the early hip hop stuff?
Yeah, and I mean like they were like out of high school, 1989, 1988. They must have been out of high school or almost out of high school. So it was like kind of like thinking like trying to get into Green Day when you're in college. You know what I mean? Like it's you're kind of past that. So they like the Eagles.
Yeah.
They're like that, where they like the Eagles. They like
they're old farts.
Eddie's a little bit more.
I hope they never hear this.
I hope they do.
I hope they don't.
So they were never into hip hop, and like you said, my sister was more into rock. So I like most of the music mainly because of her. So like the Nirvanas, the Stone Temple Pilots, Pearl Jam, Green
Nickelback.
Day. That's really offensive to Nirvana, and the guy's dead. So come on, man.
I said Nickelback.
Yeah, I'm saying that's
none of them
really,
are dead, dude.
No, that's
fuck you. Jesus
Why
Christ.
would you wish that?
You're still alive, man. Poor guys.
I'm saying that's an insult to Kurt Cobain comparing him to Nirvana.
I didn't compare.
Yeah,
them
you
to
said
comparing them to Nirvana.
You are.
No.
Yeah. Why would you bring them up in the same sentence then?
Because they're bands. And they're both fantastic.
No, dude, that's gay.
Oh Jesus! Someone's gonna get mad about that.
If anyone listens to this.
That's true. I'd actually, I guess I would appreciate someone getting mad
Someone
about
commented,
it.
wow, I really don't like how she said gay.
Yeah.
And that one part.
Wait, are you allowed to say it though? If it's a female, is that okay?
Oh, that's true. I think we found a loophole.
Do you get to say it?
Yeah,
Because you're a female?
I think I get to say it.
And you're a feminist, right?
Yeah, totally.
Totes?
Yeah, totes. Totes my ghost.
Totes my ghost. The new
That's a new
line. I think she was thinking in the future and realized that, you know,
we're all gonna be dead.
No, that line that line is trademarked, so she couldn't say totes my goats.
But now you just said it. Now we're gonna get sued.
I'll edit it out, don't worry.
Okay. You're gonna edit it in?
Edit it in.
Okay.
All right, cool. So, fun topic. By the way, guys, we are not under the influence
at all.
Literally not. We're sober.
Yeah.
Sober as a dober. What's a dober?
I don't know.
But this is what happens when you're sober. You're just bored and you say dumbass shit. You know, when you're drunk, you're actually really intellectual and you're very clear-headed. You have great points. You can easily recall any, you know, facts that you might need to. You can do. Okay, I'm sorry.
Said every Boston man ever.
Said every guy that killed someone in a car accident.
Oh, come on, man.
Drunk driving. All right. So the next thing I wanted to bring up is you know, a little show that I found on Instagram, or actually they found us, I think, because they started following our Instagram, and it's called The Bummer Show. So from what I've seen,
and that's
so
B
far,
as in boy, UMM as in Mary, ER, Bummer
Show.
I don't know.
Pretty sure that's not hard to hear.
I don't know. You said it kind of weird.
Bummer Show.
Bumber.
I didn't.
Bummer.
There's no B there though.
I know. That's why you said it weird.
You're fucking weird. Anyways, before I was rudely interrupted. Hemingway. Yeah, The Bummer Show, and it seems like they're based out of New Jersey. And I hope this doesn't offend them, because I do hope that they listen to this podcast, because I'm definitely gonna tag them on Facebook. But their show reminds me of the Eric Andre show a little bit. I don't know if I hope they're fans of that. I hope they enjoy that compliment.
Pretty sure you offended them.
Because I'm trying to compliment them, and I love the Eric Andre show, but it reminds me a little bit of that. It's just weird and awkward, and I fucking love it. Like, that's so cool to me. I wish they would be more awkward with the bands that they have on. Okay, so I didn't even give you any. I'm here assuming that you know what I'm talking about. So it seems like it's a show that's based out of New Jersey. They have a host, and they have two members that are the house band of the show. It seems like these three people are in a band together and decided to make a show. The show has local acts from the New Jersey area, I believe, come onto the show, and I think they have a couple episodes. I think they have a full season. I know they're on their second. I saw that, and I watched 2 of the episodes, and they were fucking hilarious. I can't remember the bands that were on there. Hold on, let me take a gander. Okay, so one of the bands was The Dead Flowers. They were funny. And then the other one was Pieces of Arbor, which they were also funny. And I will probably end up following them on the
Twitter,
social medias. But yeah, it's a pretty cool show, and I would love to be on it at some point. So if you guys are listening, please have us on.
Please.
We're desperate.
Oh, yeah, please.
That would be really cool though, and it would be dope. It's fun. It looks like a blast.
It's just a good time.
It's a good time over there. So yeah, shout out to The Bummer Show. I think I just followed them on Facebook and on Instagram, so check that shit is out, and also check out the bands that are on there. Yeah, they do an interview in the beginning, and then they perform at the end. So, and it seems like they drink on the show too. So they're probably a little inebriated while they're performing. So do not judge them. Yeah. Well, no, I mean, it's clear in the open that they're drinking. I mean, literally, I think it was the Dead Flowers or just fucking taking shots from Evan Williams whiskey.
Those questions are pretty ridiculous, so you would have to be a little bit inebriated to get those juices going for those kind of questions.
Yeah, literally.
What type of unicorn do you think you are if you're a unicorn?
Was that one of the questions?
No, I just made that up. But just ridiculous
but that would
question.
be a question on there.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous questions.
And now if we're ever on the show, they will use that question against us.
I would definitely be a taco unicorn.
Why? Because you're Mexican?
Yes.
Because you're a gay Mexican?
Yes.
Jesus.
Elizabeth the taco. Elizabeth the gay Mexican taco unicorn.
Piedrita.
Cleotel Piedrita.
Yeah, Piedrita. But yeah, so shouts out to them. Check that shit out. It's fucking cool. And I don't think they have a huge following from what I can see. So help them out, man. Support that shit. They support local music. You should too. Fuck you.
As you support a local band, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, man. Don't support me. Working on new motherfucking songs. Yeah, so it's been a long time. It's been a while. It's been a while.
Oh, I was actually gonna go with something.
Oh, we
cooler.
could do multiple songs. That's sad. That shouldn't be a thing.
It's been a long time since I rock and roll.
Yes.
Boo-doo.
Yes, it has been.
Boo-doo.
So
it has been.
yeah, stop it. Yeah, so it's been a long time since we've worked on new songs. We spent so much time on the album, and Kenny's in Miami now, going back to school. That it's been more difficult to get together and stuff like that. So during his break in the summer, we are gonna get together, and I hope we can start learning some new songs. But I guess the point of the point that I'm trying to say is that there are songs to be learned, and that is a good thing. I think there's like 5 or 6 that we could technically learn. Some of them are a little older, some of them are not, some of them are relatively new, and I think there's one that I have on my phone right now that what the fuck is going on? Sorry, I don't mean to interject here, but the Celtics look like they're freaking out. It is 112-97.
I don't know why they're freaking out.
Dubs. But yeah, there's one that I have on my phone right now that I'm very interested in playing with you guys. It's a little slower. Yeah, it's like a psychedelic pop song, let's be honest. But I want to see how you guys make it sound different, and I think you will. I do want to use
the audience.
Yeah,
maybe we can get some like samples.
I'm gonna
some yodels and claps.
Some Walmart yodels in there, please. Can I just say that kid sings well, and I like but it blows my mind that video went viral, like the dumbest shit. And no offense to the kid is talented. I will admit that.
Who yodels though? I don't.
Is that even yodeling?
I don't know.
Did you watch the video?
No.
Is that considered a yodel? I don't even know if that's really. It seemed like he was just singing country music.
That's actually a good point. That's actually a good point, because I was like, I wouldn't be able. I'm not qualified to answer that question.
Yeah, neither am I. So that's why I'm asking. So
if you know, please
to our 0 listener.
houseofiband@gmail.com. Let me know.
No, don't just fucking message us, man. I'm certain that one of our friends is gonna be listening. Anyway, but yeah, I think Rozier got teed up is what happened, and that's why he's upset. It seems like he
talked some poop there.
I think he was talking. Yep, there it is, right there.
Yep, he talked
like,
some
what?
poop.
What? And the ref is like, get the fuck out of my face, bro. I don't need that shit from you. So what was I saying? I was talking about
working on your psychedelic pop.
Oh, okay, there you go, blam. So yeah, we should have some.
Interested in what we do to it.
Yes, I am very interested to see. I'm always interested to see what other people do with the song, like the chord progressions that I bring to the table, because, I usually have an idea in mind, but recently I've been way more interested in having you guys make that shit sound different. You know what I'm saying? Like in the past, I've always been like, okay, I want the song to sound like this specific.
I don't mind getting an idea from you of what it is that you want it to sound like. I don't ever, and the thing is that I can't emulate every style. So even if you give me a style, if I can't play it, it's still gonna sound like weird, you know?
Yeah.
So, I always like direction. I'm no good with just like, that's why I say I'm not as creative as you guys, you know? I always kind of need some sort of like direction of where you guys, where you guys want the song to go in general. Because otherwise I'm gonna be like, boots and pants and boots and pants.
No, you're not.
I know.
You're not a cat.
I
Was it a cat?
No,
That's not a cat. That's a little piggy.
I said
from
boots.
Geico.
I said boots and pants. Oh, in the commercial, yes, that was a little piggy.
Yeah.
I could be a little piggy.
But yeah, I mean, I guess you still have a specific sound though that you still like. Even with direction, you still make it your own. So
Yeah.
I think that's where your creativity comes into play. But yeah, so that hopefully, I'm hoping this is kind of just speaking out loud. But yeah, that would be cool. I would
Speaking out loud, thinking out loud. Is it all speaking out loud?
Fuck you, bro.
Oh man, that's good.
Hey man.
Good stuff.
All right, I don't need your shit right now. By the way, people, this is how we talk to each other. So, like in normal life, I call her a piece of shit I mean, we call each other pieces of shit all the time.
I was gonna say I call you too.
Just ask my mom. She's like,
You
no,
guys can't talk to each other like that.
don't talk to each other. I'm like, hey mom. No, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say that.
He does not say anything to his mom.
No,
He just says,
I
"Okay,
just
mom."
say, you know what, mom? You're the smartest person. I love you so much. You've done so much for me. I go into like a huge.
I respect you and
I
your
respect
opinion.
you. Put some
know.
respect on it.
Get that rebound. What a fool.
But yeah. So anyway, we are closing in on the hour mark. So let's continue on. But yeah. So new music should be coming out soon, and yeah. I think it sounds different. I don't know if it really does. It should sound different. I'm sure Kenny does too. I don't know. I wish he was here to speak on his behalf, but I definitely try to change up my styles often and try to come at a new song with a fresh mind. And if I feel like the song sounds like something I've written in the past, I tend to
Scratch it.
Yeah. And I honestly, guys, it takes me a very long time to write a song. Usually I don't even finish them. I have so many ideas on my phone that they never what's the word,
They never become songs.
yeah, but there's a fucking specific word. I'm sorry, guys. I try to be verbose and look and seem smart, but
And
I'm just not.
Use words like verbose.
Yeah, and use words like verbose, but yeah, it never comes into fruition.
Oh my god.
Found it because I just looked it up. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. So next topic is the Blunt Sessions recap. What a great time we had. I had a fucking fantastic time. Did you have a fantastic time?
I had a fantastic time.
Did you?
I did.
I don't think you did.
Huh,
I think you're a fucking piece of shit and you're lying to me.
I mean, it's not worth it, Daniel.
Yeah.
It's not worth it because you're a piece of shit.
You're not worth it. But yeah, it was really fun, and thank you guys for having us. If you ever listen to this, I appreciate it. I want to go on there more often because honestly, they're just fun, and I think that we've been on there before, and this has been the second time now. We didn't meet K-Swiss, and we just met him this last time, and he was fucking hilarious. So that was really cool. Alfie was on the podcast as well, and last time he wasn't on there, so it was cool to have him on as well. It was a fun podcast, man. Like those guys are cool. Gino popped in. Shout out to Gino Lexus, and thank you, Bo and Serge, for having us on, man. We really did have a great time. So thank you.
Dealing with our shit.
Yeah, check them out, guys. Blunt Sessions. They have local artists on. And I think they do. I guess when they don't have an artist on, they just have a podcast. I think they do it on Saturdays, right?
There's a day during the week that they're doing it. I'm not sure if it's changed recently.
I thought they changed it to only once a week now.
Oh, that's possible.
Yeah, I think they're only doing it on Saturdays now, guys. So check that shit out. It's fucking awesome. We'll probably post it on our page once they, I guess, send it to us or whatever. But yeah, that was really fun. So thanks again. All right, cool. Next topic. What does that say?
Not
We already kind of talked about this for a second there, but we are being good Samaritans of the United States of America, and we're trying to be healthy. We're trying to be health conscious. You know, we're eating kale. No, I mean I am. I know Ellie's not, but
You eat kale?
I have eaten kale. Yeah, I eat kale for lunch.
Oh.
No, fucking breakfast, bro.
I do not eat kale. I think I have enough veggies and spinach to feel like a rabbit, so I'm good on kale.
Ellie is basically a female version of Ron Swanson.
I just like salads.
She does not like salads.
I mean, you tell me you look sad eating that salad. And I am sad.
Whenever I make them, she just throws it at the wall and yells at me, "Bitch, make me more food." And then she slaps me, and I cry.
It's true.
I'm about to cry right now.
Thinking about it.
I'm just thinking about it, man.
No, I hate salads. Chicken nuggets and papitas.
I talked to Serge about this. It's so funny, man, because it's so hard to fucking finish a salad. It really is. Like at the end, like 85% in, I'm just like, I don't want this anymore.
It's usually just the lettuce or just spinach that's left over.
That's true. And even with seasoning with salad dressing, it's still tough for me to finish it, man.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And actually towards the end, having salad dressing makes it worse.
Why? Because it's too much?
It's soggy.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather have crunchy lettuce or crunchy spinach.
Then you should try kale, because kale is crunchy.
That's disgusting.
Okay.
I forget what comedian it was that I saw say this, but it's like salads are the worst. You have to make it. Oh, Dimitri Martin. He goes, salads are the worst. You have to make a mini salad on your fork every single time you eat it. And it's just inconvenient to eat. It's just inconvenient. You have to pick. If you're like me, I want spinach. I want veggies, like all the veggies. So if I have peppers, onions, tomatoes, I want peppers, onions, tomatoes on the fork. I want the piece of chicken, and I want like a good amount of dressing on it. So it's just inconvenient. I don't like it. And I'm never, ever full after a salad.
That's a fucking funny bit, by the way.
It is, right?
That is so true.
He's like, I have to go through the trouble of making the salad in general, and then I have to make mini salads on my fork every time.
That's funny.
It's just...
No, I get that, man. I really do. It's so funny to say it, but it's the truth. I listened to a lot of Joe Rogan, and he'll have like Dr. Rhonda Patrick, and I am very much trusting that they know what the fuck they're talking about when they come onto his podcast, these scientists and nutritionists and shit like that. So I could be, it could all be bullshit, but I take the word. It wouldn't make sense to... I mean,
the way he's built, if he's following what they're saying, then I don't see why it wouldn't work.
Yeah, exactly. But it seems like the healthy thing to do is a low or no carb diet and very low sugar diet, which is what I try to stick to. So I used to put in a lot of creamer, like very high sugar creamer in my coffees, and now I don't. I just use stevia instead. And I've gotten used to it now. I really don't crave the super sugary creamer anymore.
You think sugar was your thing?
Yeah, man.
Your thing?
I mean, the thing is the weird part is I didn't really think about it. I didn't realize how much sugar I was having, but I really was having a fuck ton of sugar. Honestly, I was putting in a lot of creamer.
See, I was never into creamers. I currently still have, but I have like very little. I have like a splash of it, and most of it is just like almond milk or something like that when I go to Wawa, for example. So most of it is not creamer, but I've never been into creamers. Sweets are not my problem. I overeat salty foods.
I don't think that's as bad though as what I've heard, and I don't know. And that's the thing. Take this with a grain of salt, people, because you should really do your own research. Don't just fucking listen to what we say and think that we know what the fuck we're talking about.
But by salty foods, I also mean, being Hispanic, I mean a lot of rice. I mean like rice on
carbs.
Rice.
Yeah, so it seems like the best diet or the healthiest diet would be basically a very low carb, no sugar diet. So Yeah, I mean, that's what we've been trying to do.
I just realized, did we say what we were doing?
No, we haven't.
That's awesome.
But you know what though? So this goes into sugar because alcohol has a lot of sugar in it, and we are along with the healthier eating that we're doing, we're also not drinking on the weekdays, which we were doing before, and then we kind of fell off the wagon a little bit. We weren't getting fucking hammered, but we were definitely having a beer or two, you know, a shot or two a night.
Just hanging out.
Or not even every night. It would be more sporadic. But the point is, you know,
for what?
You gotta fucking calm that shit down. Because yeah, it's just I know what it is. It's me being bored is what it is. It's like
Sorry.
I'm not.
Sorry.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Again, twice. What are you, fucking buzzkill over here?
Buzzkillington.
Yeah. But not being in school anymore, I mean, you have so much more free time. And yeah, you just find yourself like, what the fuck should I do? So when I'm not doing band things or writing music or whatever, or playing ball or soccer, you know, you're just like, I could be drinking right now and not do anything at all and enjoy myself.
Or at least not feel bad about doing nothing at all.
Yeah. I mean, that's the main thing.
Because sometimes genuinely you have nothing to do. And then if you're like us, you feel bad about not having anything to do.
Like right now, for example, we're being productive, right? We've been productive today.
They contacted 5 venues.
She contacted 5 venues, 1 returned.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, at this point, you're just like, man, a fucking beer would be awesome. And it really would be. It fucking would be. Or Shock Top would be fantastic. You know, and it's just like, no, slap my hand. No. She slapped my thigh. That's not my hand. I think you need to go back to school. But yeah, so we're doing that, and I'm not going to lie. It's not the hardest thing to do, but you do find yourself, you know, craving a beer or whatever. Just a fucking...
Or very bored.
Or very fucking bored over there. And I don't play as much video games. I guess that both work. I don't play as many video games as Ellie does, so I find myself being way more bored than her, I think. Excuse me.
Wow.
Sorry. That was weird. But yeah, so that's happening.
We're gonna have to edit that out. Jesus Christ.
I'm not editing that. It sounded like a fucking goose.
It sounded like a duck.
You're a duck.
Quack.
Duck. So yeah, whatever.
Video games do help. But I get bored of those a lot faster sober than I do drinking. So there's that, which sucks. Call of Duty is much more interesting if I'm drunk.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, everything is more interesting when you're drunk. Honestly.
Said every alcoholic ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Just come on, man. Think about it.
You know who else does this quite often? Bill Burr. He's been doing the same thing. So I think that's cool. Because I don't think he's an alcoholic per se, and he's actually mentioned this on his podcast, but he would like to be healthier. And we have the same idea. We'd like to be healthier. Because I'll be honest, even having 2-3 beers, you still kind of wake up a little groggy. A little bit. Like, it's not the same as if you just don't and you just get a good night's sleep.
Yeah, I was going to say, for me...
Shout out to Bill Burr.
It's definitely... I can tell how it affects my sleeping. I feel like I wake up more. And, you know, sometimes for no reason. I mean, with beer, you know, you have to get up in the middle of the night and you have to go pee, which is just not convenient.
Yeah, and I guess not to, like... I don't want to make this a moody podcast or whatever, but I will be honest. When you don't sleep enough, it does affect your mood, you know, the next day and stuff. Like there's definitely times where when we were really good and we weren't doing it, we did it for a bit where we were sticking to that no drinking on the weekdays thing. And I'll be honest, like I can remember feeling productive. I remember even though we weren't really doing much at the time, I just remember being more motivated, not being as depressed and stuff like that. And you know, going back into that, I would imagine that the sleep has a lot to do with it. Like where I'd wake up and you know my day just kind of dragged. It wasn't as enjoyable as it is now, and it's just the honest truth. I don't know. I might sound like a fucking dumbass bitch, but
Jesus Christ, Daniel. I mean, come on, dude.
but it's just, yeah. I mean, personally, I feel like leaving it. I guess doing it when it makes sense on the weekend or whatever. You know, for fun and not necessarily to make yourself entertained. I think it's just better overall. But yeah, do you have anything else to say on that?
No.
All right, cool. Next topic, events, because we are reaching the hour and 5 minute mark. So we are going to be posting this on Thursday, April 19th.
That's correct.
Yes, we'll be posting the intro tomorrow, so hopefully you've heard it already. By now, I doubt that you would. I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter. But anyways, we're posting that tomorrow on the 18th. So on the 19th, we'll be posting this one, and we just wanted to plug some events for our friends and for venues that we enjoy. Jordan Esker and Man the Hunter, I think it is Man the Hunter's album release show at Beer and Brownies.
I think that's correct.
I
can actually look this up.
Yeah, it's Man the Hunter. They're awesome. We've played with them multiple times, I believe. They're really cool guys, and they are doing their album release, so check that shit out. Along with them on the bill is Jordan Esker and the 100%, who we've mentioned a couple times on the show. If you don't know, they are I played with them for a bit, and we share the same bass player, and they're just fucking awesome dudes. We, like we said, mentioned in the intro, we went on tour with them, and those are my best buds for sure. I love Jordan. I love you. I love all of them. I love Matt. I love Vince.
Hey, Jordan. I love you.
What's
man.
up, Jordan?
I love you. Man.
But they're awesome dudes, so they'll be there. I'll probably be there as well on Friday, so come fucking hang out. And on Saturday, Green Bench is hosting, what is it called? Beer at the Garden?
Yes.
Green Bench is hosting Beer at the Garden. So if you've never been to Green Bench Brewery, you should definitely check it out. It's fucking awesome. It's we've played there a couple times as well. It's a great place, man. The beer is fantastic too. So, and I don't think there's any cover. I think that's free. So,
I am very confused as to why I'm not finding this event page, but
it's there.
Oh yeah, Man the Hunter CD release with Jordan Esker and the 100%.
Yep, that would be Friday the 20th, right?
Yes.
4:20.
From 8 till
4:20, bro.
From 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. The Attic at Rock Brothers. This is in Tampa. It's actually not at Beer and Brownies.
Oh, my bad. Fuck. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm glad I looked it up.
Yeah, thank you. Shit.
The Attic at Rock Brothers, 1510.
For some
East
reason,
8th
I
Ave.
thought it was at fucking Beer and Brownies.
In
It is
Tampa.
not at Beer and Brownies.
Yeah, I would go, just so that it's out there. I would go, but I am actually going to Orlando, going to see Modest Mouse.
Yep.
Got invited by
So
a coworker.
basically, what Ellie is saying is that Modest Mouse is way more important than any other local acts. And fuck you,
Yeah.
is what she's saying.
Yeah,
So,
definitely,
yeah.
definitely.
If you have any
Mhm.
hateful thing to say, just direct it directly to her, please.
I regret nothing. It is a free ticket. My coworker is taking me. I am very, very grateful. Gracias, Montes.
Modest Mouse is one of our favorite bands. And
I would say my favorite band. You're like
it's my
top 20,
It's a,
maybe?
no. It's
Like
they're
19th,
like
I think you said?
No, not even. They're
Oh, that's right, 20th.
no.
20th?
They're like my. They're in my.
50th?
No, they're like my top. They're like my second favorite band.
That's absurd. You just said. Okay, so the
I
Beatles
said the
and
Beatles
then
and
Modest
Radio.
Mouse.
No, the Beatles, Radiohead are on. They're my top. They're one together.
That doesn't. You can't do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Don't
Because I like
cheat out
them-
the bands. Don't cheat out the bands.
I like them equally.
Tom York wants to know where he stands
Tom
in
York
your
doesn't
race
want to know shit. All right, Tom York can suck it.
while singing beautiful notes into your ear.
JK, Tom, I love you, bro. Please, I love you. Give me a hug. Give me a kiss, baby.
Come here, you British bastard.
Come here. Come here with that beautiful long hair of yours and that sexy
Oh
ass
man,
beard.
his hair is so gross.
Let me just eat your hair.
With that lazy eye.
It's not lazy. God damn, it's botched. You had a botched surgery as a kid. Fucking rude. I got your back, Tom. Don't worry about it.
Oh shit.
Ellie's ignorant as fuck, dog.
Lazy eye.
What the fuck were we talking about?
Oh, Modest Mouse being your 50th?
No,
Favorite
man. Fucking 50. Fuck you. It's 50 minus 49. 8. No, they're probably my second for real, though. Like, honestly.
Over the Pixies. Interesting.
No, they're... No. No, okay, so they're third. Because I like the Pixies more. But yeah, they're both up there. Let's just put. How about that? Let's not give them a number. Let's just say that
You have to give them a number.
Let's just say that they're both extremely influential in my life. So yes, if I could ever meet Isaac Brock, I would awkwardly stare at him
all over him.
I would just, with my mouth open, just not say anything at all, and he would be like, "Are you all right, bro?" And I'd probably, he wouldn't say bro. He's not fucking whack like me.
I don't understand why you would think he would say bro.
He would probably say like,
dude. He'd probably say
with
dude.
a lisp. If you're right.
That's terrible. I had this coworker is actually going to see them the 21st in St. Augustine.
In person. She got VIP tickets to...
Anyways,
okay.
So this coworker of mine is going up to St. Augustine to see them on the 21st. He goes, please let me know how drunk Isaac is on the 20th so that I know how hungover he's going to be for my show. Which I think it's funny because he would come out and just be like, I'm extremely hungover. Just don't clap. Just don't cheer. It's loud enough on stage. We're good.
He's probably going to be fucked up for both, though.
I mean, I don't know.
That's how you get over that, right?
I've seen him hungover. I've seen him live hungover.
Well, okay. So what I will say about them is that I've seen them 3 times now, and I'll be honest. I love them. I really do.
They're much better recorded.
But no, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's just put it this way. I've seen them 3 times, and they've only really been awesome once. I don't want to blame them.
Gasparillo or Orlando?
No, Orlando was the best performance I've seen so far.
They did well in Gasparillo.
Yeah, but they also played a lot of new songs, and I didn't really know them, nor do I don't think I ever liked those new songs as much as the old stuff, so...
Yeah, they did play They did play a lot of the new album. I mean, it is what it is. You kind of expected that.
We can, and that can be another topic of discussion for future podcasts, but yeah.
New Modest Mouse sucks.
No, I'm not trying to say that at all. It's just different. But anyway, so yeah, those are the events coming up this weekend. And I guess for us personally, we have April 27th at Lakeland Live with Phantom Funk, The States, and Spork. We have May 29th.
The day after Memorial.
May 29th, we're playing with Mark with the C at the what is it?
Will's Pub?
Will's Pub in Orlando. And nothing else.
We're working on something.
We're working on more stuff in June, hopefully in Miami. So yeah, and again, I'm gonna close with this every time for any new listeners. You can find us on Facebook.com/HouseOfI. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram at House of I. You can listen to our YouTube stuff on our YouTube page, which again we post this on YouTube, so you can just hit subscribe on that mofo. And what else? We're on Spotify. Look up our album Alienation.
Spotify, Bandcamp,
YouTube,
Bandcamp,
iTunes, Google Play, all that stuff. So
all that good stuff.
If you are listening, thanks, and please share this because it'd be cool to have more people listen to the dumb shit we have to say. So, anyways, have a wonderful week. Peace, mofos.